In the month of Mar Cheshvan in 1852, the Tzemach Tzedek started an additional program of studying with my grandfather. My grandfather was his son, the Rebbe Mahar'sh. Here it says Rebbe Shmuel, fourth Rebbe of Chabad. This is the previous Rebbe speaking, right? So the previous Rebbe was the sixth Rebbe. His grandfather was the fourth Rebbe. Said, in addition to the Tzemach Tzedek was the third Rebbe of Chabad. 2.5 hours, so he learned with his son, the Rebbe Mahar'sh, his youngest son. 2.5 hours every day, starting at 10 p.m. in the winter, at 4 o'clock in the morning in the summer. 2.5 hours a day. For 2 years, they learned Kabbalah with Hasidic interpretation. Then, after that, that was in 1852. 2 years they studied Kabbalah. Then, the next 2 years, they learned the following works. They learned Rav Sadia Gaon, the Rasag, More Nevuchin. More Nevuchin is a philosophy, what's called the Guide to the Perplexed of Maimonides. There's a book which is called the Ikarim by a rabbi called Rabbi Yosef Albo. And the Kuzari, I think the Kuzari was written by Rabbi Yehuda. What do they call it? Anyway, I'll look it up. I'm sorry, I can't remember. The Kuzari, according to Kabbalistic teachings. The Kuzari is a very interesting book. Why do I forget the name? Just skips my mind. Anyway, the Kuzari is a very interesting book. According to this book, there was a king of the Khazars. It was some sort of a nation that lived near Persia or something. Yeah, the Kuzari. It's written by Judah Levi, right? I was right. Yehuda Levi, yes. You're not Yehuda Nasi. I said Yehuda Nasi. The Yehuda Levi. Anyway, what the story is that there was a great king and he was very successful. I guess this was a kingdom that lasted. It lasted maybe for 100 years. Who knows how long it lasted? So you can see, unfortunately, I didn't do my homework on this. And this king wanted to know what the best religion was. He was successful, but he wanted to serve God. He knew there was God. So he brought in a Christian priest and a Muslim and a Jew. And the questions that he asked and the conversation between them is written in this book, the Kuzari. And finally, of course, each one was, a genius, and they all have their reasons for their religions and for rejecting the other two religions. But finally, there was one point over there where he asked all three of them, okay, each one says your religion is the best, but what is the second best? So the Muslims said, there's nothing like Islam, but second best is the Jews. They believe in one God. And they asked the priest what he thinks. He says, well, our religion is the best, but second best is the Jews because they believe in the Torah, the Bible. And they asked the Jewish rabbi, what do you think? And he said, there's no second best. The other religions are just total lies. There's only one true religion, and that's Judaism. You're serving the creator of the universe. And that convinced him that he became a Jew. What happened later on, you can look it up, Kuzari. What happened in the end, they lost a few battles or something like that. And I was, okay, the Kuzari. Okay, next, story. Anyway, he learned all these philosophical books with the Rabbi Sadia Gaon and etc. The philosophical regarding Judaism, and in other words, to explain Judaism logically, the logical aspect of Judaism. Okay.